Okay, time for Ask the Panel, presented by Rogers Moments, and we are going to begin in Hamilton, Ontario. Paul, you have a question for the panel.
I do. And first of all, it'd be amiss if I didn't give a shout out to the Hamilton Bulldogs and their standings in the OHL right now. But my question comes from childhood memories. And that when I was 9 years old, going to a Toronto Maple Leaf game with my dad. And back then, you could take the time to stand in the hallway when they exited the locker room and get their autographs. And how big-eyed and in awe these players, Ed Jockman, Brad Park, I was, and how much they meant to me. And I'm just wondering today, just how important is it for NHL players to stay connected to their fans and take that time to acknowledge them?
Yeah, excellent, and I believe it's hugely important, and I think the stars of the game do a really great job of that they remember being kids and following along with hockey players that they idolized and looked up to. And I think we've seen several examples of these athletes going out of their way to make sure they do connect with fans. You know, I remember last season it was Carey Price making sure that he went along and gave a stick to a fan that had meant a lot to him, who was facing a tough time in his life, and stayed connected with this young fan for several months after that. Also, Trevor Zegras this season meeting with a young fan in the hallway, having a great conversation, accepting a gift from him and still wearing it on his wrist. And you look at Connor McDavid when they invited young Ben into their locker room, and McDavid is the first one to invite him over to make sure that he sits next to him in the stall. So I think these guys recognize how important fans are, and they do take the time to connect and create these meaningful moments that can really be life-changing for fans.
And that's a great question. It really hits home to me because before I was in the National Hockey League, I had the opportunity to train in California with T.R. Goodman, and I wasn't even in the league yet. I was 17, 18 years old, training with Rob Blake and Anson Carter. And Anson Carter always invited me to lunch afterwards, and I only had $20 in my pocket. I had to get a pizza, I had to get gas. So they really went out of their way to make me feel welcome to the group, and I wasn't even in the league yet. But I also had the opportunity to train a couple weeks with my hero, Mario Lemieux. And for him now to be a superstar training next to an 18-year-old kid, to take the time out of his day to really ask me about my career, my junior career, and how I was doing, and wishing me good luck, that really meant a lot to me and made sure that I paid it forward in my career. So it's a really, really good opportunity and a privilege to stay connected to the fans, and I think every player should do that.
You can ask what kind of impact a young Nat Spooner had meeting and also young Jennifer Botterill many years ago. Paul, thanks for that question. Next, we go to Guelph and Andrew.
Hi, so the playoffs start next week. Who do you think is in the best position to win the Stanley Cup this year?
And is Charles Barkley right? Do the Leafs finally get out of the first round since 2004?
Okay, I'll answer the first question. The second question, I think the Leafs finally do it. It's the fourth place team right now overall in the National Hockey League. They have the best power play, and I think Jack Campbell looks 100% healthy and ready to go. But for me, I think the favorite's got to be the Calgary Flames because they have Coach Sutter, who's been there, won a Stanley Cup before, and they're firing on all cylinders right now. Goudreau over 100 points, Tkachuk over 40 points, Mangiapane scoring 35 goals, not to mention Jacob Markstrom, who leads the league in shutouts. You have that offense, that defense, and the goaltending. I think the Calgary Flames are poised to win a Stanley Cup.
Well, I'm going to say Colorado still looks good. If you think about their power up front in terms of their skill and the strength of their defensemen, it just feels as though McKinnon and their entire lineup has something to prove after previous playoff disappointment. But I am going to say in terms of that Leaf potential to win a series that they look really good. I'd say Florida and Toronto would probably be tied for second from my perspective.
Shaq was already wrong with the Raptors, so let's hope that Chuck will be right about the Leafs. Thanks, everyone. Enjoy the games.
This segment is brought to you by Rogers Moments. Enter now for your chance to win a VIP trip to the 2022 Stanley Cup Final at Rogers.com/Stanley Cup.